Primero is an open-source software platform that helps humanitarian and development workers manage protection-related data. In this demonstration, you will see how Primero facilitates case management, incident monitoring, and family tracing and reunification. On the screen, you are seeing the mobile login for a social worker on an Android phone, who has the ability to create cases via the mobile application. The URL shown in the mobile application is the link used for the web application, which we will walk through shortly. Once logged in, you will be able to see your user login, the agency, the logout button, cases, tracing requests, synchronization, and the update forms button. You can hide this landing page by swiping it to the left. In this example, you will see that this social worker has 0 cases. You can create a new case, and you have the ability to add a photograph of the child and enter personal information about the child, such as their name, their gender, their age, and any additional details. The forms, the fields, and the lookups that you are seeing are all configurable and can be modified according to your program needs. The social worker also has the ability to enter customizable details such as incident details, basic identity, data confidentiality, family details, follow-up photos, audio, and notes forms. Once this information has been entered, you can click Save in the top right-hand corner of the screen. In order to view this information on the web application, you will be required to go back to the landing page. Once you click Synchronization, you can see the date when the data was last synchronized, how many records had been synchronized, and how many had not. Once you click Sync, you can now synchronize all case records to your web application. Syncs are only successful when connected to the internet. Otherwise, all data will be saved to the device. What you're seeing on the screen is the web application of Primero. Once logged in, the social worker is able to view a dashboard of their case files, which lists key indicators about their caseload, such as if there are cases transferred to them or referred to them, or cases that have been flagged by themselves or other members of their care team. In this task view, social workers are able to view case files which have been prioritized for follow-up or assessment. On the Cases view, the social worker sees all of their own cases. We can create a new case or search for the case that we created in the mobile application. Once we have located that case, we can open that record, and we are able to see the same configurable forms in the web application as we did on the mobile. We can verify by looking at the photo. We can now also see additional forms. Agencies are able to configure nested forms which allow for simple tracking of services over time, as well as configurable lookups provide for better evidence and analysis. Cases can be managed on mobile via the web application for those cases where follow-up or service delivery is required. In order to view a case on mobile, select Actions and mark for mobile. Once this has been selected, we can synchronize the mobile application to retrieve this information. Once we go back to the case list file, we can now edit and modify these cases that we had selected, similarly to the one previously. You can view a file by clicking on it, then selecting the pencil icon to be able to edit. Primero has referrals features which give limited access of a record to another user without transferring it completely. Primero also has transfer and assignment functionality. All referrals and transfers can be viewed on your dashboard and configured to send an email notification to those caseworkers. We are now switching to another user with access to additional functionality and the ability to switch between languages. Another functionality is the ability to create a tracing request. Tracing requests are created for caregivers who are looking for an unaccompanied or separated child. The social worker is able to enter case information on that child. They can add also details on the inquirer and the information that the inquirer has provided on the child that they are tracing. Primero is able to run a configurable matching function for any records to be able to see if there are any matches. The tracing requests and cases are screened for any potential matches with a likely or possible score. In this case, the tracing request could be generated and the user could click on the score to verify if this case is a match. Once matched, the case manager can contact the user to initiate the verification and reunification process. They can also request a transfer of this case, which sends a notification to the record owner. Please note that consent of the individual is required for a tracing request and many of the features and functionalities showcased in this demo. The duplicate detection report can be generated for any duplicate records in the system by searching for that duplicate. Potential duplicate entries will display, and social workers can view and verify the duplicate records. Forms, lookups, and locations are all easily customizable, and users are able to add, edit, hide, and delete forms and fields as required to adapt to the changing requirements in this view. Within the settings, administrators are able to manage users, provision role-based access, permissions, and passwords with intuitive controls. In the Reports tab, users are able to build and edit custom reports. They can use filters, ranges, and aggregate counts to generate tables and graphs. Within the settings, we also have an audit log, which contains a list of all actions which users have committed to the system. For more information, please visit us at primero.org.